So this is the room at my dad's house, and I've never really cared about it that much since I have a nicer room at my mom's house. And honestly, it's not even that bad. I have a massive desk and a huge ass bed. And also the room itself is huge, so it's got a lot of potential. Like, look how big this desk is, bro. Like, you can't tell me that's not massive. So yeah, today I'm gonna finally transform and change everything in my room. So I only ended up getting like 2 things at Walmart because I already had everything else beforehand. And what you're seeing on the floor right now is my new gaming setup. Everything is already unpackaged. I did that like off camera. But yeah, everything was like all tangled, so I had to just cable manage and organize everything up. And I finally got a PC, bro. I'm gonna put the specs up on the screen because I don't know them by heart. But yeah, bro, it's all thanks to you guys that I'm able to buy myself stuff like this. And I added this little Lego car inside of the PC because the PC seemed kind of dry. Just a little something to make it look a little cooler. But yeah, after that, I stupidly decided to put my setup together, even though I was going to move my desk in a different corner. But yeah, I just bought that new monitor. It's 240 hertz. I got it on Amazon for like $300 or something. But yeah, if you guys want to go check it out, I'll leave it in the description. Rate this setup 1 through 10, bro, because right now, bro, it's looking like a solid 9 to me. And I didn't bother doing cable management until I moved my setup. Luckily, it wasn't too hard to move my desk. I just took my monitors and my PC off. So I actually decided to move my bed where my setup used to be, because I wanted my setup near like some natural light, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my bed is just simply 2 mattresses. I don't really want to waste money for a bed frame or anything, so I just keep it like this. Honestly, I'd rather my bed in this corner so much more. And I had this nightstand in no use, so I just slapped it right beside my bed. Okay, so when I went to Walmart, I only bought 2 things. It was these shelves and another clothing rack. I was gonna go to IKEA, but it's like really far from my house, so I just went with this. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this was probably the easiest shelf to set up. All you had to do was drill 2 screws into the wall, and then boom, you're chilling. And like, I did this by myself in like the span of 20 minutes. And I actually ended up going with a shelf higher than the other just for a little bit of style. So I actually ordered these little garden lights off of Amazon. And I've seen another YouTuber, I think his name is Casp, and he did this with his room. And it looks so fire, so I decided to do it myself. But these little guys take so many batteries, bro. It's been 2 days and I already had to change the batteries. So it has double-sided tape at the back of it, so you could like stick it under a shelf. And then make the shelf pop out a little more. So I actually ordered these album covers that I'm supposed to put under these shelves, but they didn't come in yet. So to give y'all a little preview, this is what it's gonna look like, but with like the album covers. And I also bought like a bunch of stuff for on top of these shelves. I also bought like this vine plant that I'm gonna have like hanging down from the shelf. And I think it adds a lot of nature too, so I like it. And I also got like a bunch of Funko Pops that I just put on these stands. And low key, bro, I think these shelves were my favorite addition to the room, bro. They look so fire in the end. And I also had like these really cool Japanese paintbrushes that my aunt got when she went to Japan. And it goes really well with the Gara and with the plant on top of it. And I also had like this little quote on my mom's house too, and I decided to buy it again because I think it looks sick. It says, "Write your own story," and that's exactly what I'm doing, bro. And I also have the ink for the paintbrushes. I just put it beside Sasuke because it kind of went with them. So actually, the wall above my setup was looking really dry, so I added my LED clock. And honestly, it's just a nice touch to the wall. And it ended up actually looking really nice. And before I added my desk, I had to vacuum the floor because it was so nasty. And the setup is already looking so sick, bro. Like, just look at it. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the clothing rack. So I actually had to clean up this drawer and then move it like on the other side so I could put my clothing rack against the wall. And I don't know what was going through my brain when I washed my desk with Windex. But it doesn't matter because it did the job and that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's in this drawer by this day, but it was so heavy, bro. It took me so long to move it. But yeah, the reason I wanted to buy a clothing rack is because I wanted to turn my closet into like some little storage room for myself. And in the future, my closet is just going to be full of my merch. But yeah, this thing is called like a garment rack. It was only like 20 bucks at Walmart and it was really easy to build. And honestly, a clothing rack is a nice way to like spice up your room a little. And if you don't have a closet, then a clothing rack is super nice to have. And let me know which room y'all boys like more, the one here or the one at my mom's house. Because me, honestly, I love both equally. But yeah, this clothing rack was like really easy to set up. It took me a nice 10 minutes. But yeah, as soon as I finished, I just realized how tall this thing really is. But yeah, then I just added my hoodies and my t-shirts, and then I just put my shoes at the bottom. And by the way, let me know what shoes are nicer. Me personally, I think the SBs are nice, but you know, that's just me. And if you can't tell already, I love Air Forces. They're just a comfortable, stylish shoe, bro. So something in my room that's been bugging me for a while is my LED lights. They were falling everywhere and I never like got the chance to actually like fix them. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. But like before I did anything, I had to go get a ladder. The ladder that I got was low-key so small, I was actually scared I was going to fall off. For the ones on top of my bed though, I didn't actually need a ladder. And for the ones at the top, I rolled up tape so they won't fall off again. And yeah, I was stressing so bad about my setup, bro. I really did not want to mess anything up. So as soon as I finished, bro, I was so happy nothing went wrong and I like fell on my setup or whatever. But yeah, I'm alive, my setup's alive, so we're chilling. So for my sword, I actually decided to display it in a different way. I had another one of those garden lights left, so I decided to attach it under my shelf so it could like glow down onto the katana to give it a nice display. And this thing came out so much thicker than I think it would, bro. I was so hyped. Also, I had my little nightstand with nothing on it, so I added my plant and like a little candle for some decoration. So I had this framed picture inside 3 different frames, and I decided to add it like on top of my bed because it was like really bland. There didn't have anything on the walls. And honestly, it didn't even come out that bad. I actually kind of liked it.